All right, SPY. We see that SPY has a retracement going on right here, and we want to see if these levels right here can actually hold. So until then, I mean, this is just a retracement. I think if you do the percentage, it's not really that much. It's about what it's not even 1.5% retracement. So we have to be careful. Again, the volume is increasing. MACD does look like it's about to curl back over, and that's basically to see if momentum has stopped. But if we get a break of a high, if we get a break of these highs, yes, okay, we can see that the trend is starting to get sloppy. But if this holds, it's just going to continue to the upside. We look at the weekly, and you can see the weekly still looks very, very strong. But again, we have to see if these levels are going to hold. Okay, so if you get a flag back there and a pop up, it's just going to continue up. It's going to squeeze out a lot of shorts, people that really wanted to get and stay short for such a long time. God knows why you would want to be short right now. Again, I think this is just profit taking, but we shall see. QQQ. You see we have the QQQ. We have pretty much the same scenario. I think we just need to see if these levels are going to, again, hold. If it holds or if it shows some strength off of that, then, you know, we're back both sides again. We had sideways consolidation. We had a lot. I said we had about 13 bars in this, so we're expected to get some type of pullback as it is. So this should not be something that, you know, you should look at and say, okay, this wasn't expected. This retracement had to happen. So we want to see again how deep it goes. If it goes 2 to 5%, no big deal. 5 to 8 or 3 to 6, okay, well, it's not even at 1.5%. So we could see that you know, at the end of the day, we don't have a lot going on. IWM, we have weaker volume on the pullback, but again, this could just look like a flag. If you just take this, you know, put this right here, and you can see that yes, we might just have a flag to break the upside. So if we can break, and we don't even have any bearish MACD at all. So if we could break a high, you know, again, a lot of people play breakouts. I don't do that. So I would look to see if it breaks this high and continue to the upside. You got the diamond. The diamond does have a deeper pullback. So we would want to be concerned because we have this level right here that it's testing right now. And I think it's probably, I mean, it tested it, it's staying there, but we got to see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow I think is a pivotal day to see how this week is gonna turn out, because again, you have breakout. Are we going to come back, retest, and then go back to the upside? We'll see. But again, the underlying bias has to be to the bull side. Priceline. Let's look at Priceline. We saw we had an engulfing pattern yesterday. We had this pullback of a lot of bars, but then we had engulfing popped up in the morning. You can look at the earlier time frame here. It popped up and then it just pretty much just faded all the rest of the day. Apple. We see the Apple again. We want to see if this level is going to hold again as well. It's testing it right now. We'll see if it breaks. Volume is increasing. MACD does show that the momentum is slowing down a little bit, and we'll take it from there. Google has this lower high that we need to be concerned about right here. But you got to, unfortunately, you got something I really don't like. So you got higher lows and lower highs. So we got to see how this one pops out. Again, looking at the weekly, you do have a lower high from here. So is this just a flag to pop up to the upside? We'll see tomorrow, because tomorrow, again, I think is a pivotal day. Volume is kind of weak to the sell side. So that is something that, you know, can be considered as well. You got Tesla. Tesla showing a long, you know, shooting star pattern coming back to near these highs. So you see that it's just creeping and just really sloppy right now. Solar City, again, it's testing this area now. It's just going sideways, but again, the bias should be to the bear side because of the way the pattern is going. You got IBM. IBM is continuing looking weak. I mean, it's definitely, if you start looking at like the 30-minute, you could definitely see that it's definitely looking weak. Weekly, testing the 200, but I think if we can get a really, you know, it tested this area, came back, it tested again, bear flagged, and now it's pushing down under the 200. So we have to see how these things close tomorrow. Microsoft Microsoft is still, it always trade. It's just trading in this. You could tighten up this box a little bit, quite honestly, like that, or maybe go up to right here. But it's just trading sideways for now. But again, the bias should be to the bull side because of the way that the price action is. But it's still kind of, it's holding this area. Okay, this last pivot point. So that's actually a good sign that it did hold this area, and see if it can continue and break back to the upside as well. Who else do we have that we need to look at? Netflix still looks good. I wouldn't, nothing bad about this. Again, taking some rest, but if it could hold this 402 level, if it gets the pullback, that wouldn't be crazy. It sounds crazy, but again, it actually might be a little crazy if you think about it. It's about 7-8%. So that would be a big retracement, because right now you just see that it's just sideways. Hold this level, or at least this support level of 412, but it's under the 10. The momentum is kind of slowing down a little bit. We'll see how that one works out. Amazon gave up what this would be called an evening star type of candlestick pattern. So that's showing some type of weakness. So you have the shooting star, which if you look intraday, because the shooting star, if you're going to use the patterns, you need to know why. And again, you can see that it basically pulled all the way up and closed near the low, and that what's actually formed the shooting star pattern. Okay, so it's showing that the bulls ramped up in the morning, then they couldn't hold it, and the bears took all the way into the close, then followed through with an engulfing, well, not engulfing, but complete follow through from this high. So it's pretty much going down, and that's what the daily price action is showing. So we got to see what's going on with a lot of these names, and tomorrow I think is going to be a pivotal day to see how this really works out. So take care, and see you in the morning.